Welcome to
Welcome to
National.
National Sports Chat. This your man's Ken the Guru. You're now tuned in to my take. And before I give you my take, I would like to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Yeah, man. Welcome to National Sports Chat again. Before we get started, man, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already. Also, I will begin back to the youth football. You know, it's just been a lot of tragedy situation that's been going on. That's why I stopped the youth football for a second. Coaches, a few coaches passed away, and we'll be getting back to that. But I just had to get into this boxing, man. Shout out to AQUANO Hydrate as well. But I had to get into this boxing, man. It's really a pivotal moment. You know what I'm saying? The reason we clamoring for a specific fight is because we grew up and we were spoiled with fights. Like when you start with Ali Frazier, you start with Ali George Foreman, you start with Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield. Like we basically got all the fights that we wanted. I mean, yes, was there politics? Yes, there was a lot of politics in the game. Man, let's get on uh, Canelo Alverez. Let's get on like the state of boxing today. The reason why boxing is so bad right now is because people like to talk about fights, but they don't want to fight. People want to be Floyd Mayweather, but they don't want to go through the Pillsbury stage. And you heard that multiple times. But it's one of these mind-boggling situations where everybody wants to say that they can beat everybody, but don't nobody want to do the ring. And then, Primo, which is a good fighter, he don't want to fight Devin Haney. When you look at it, Canelo don't want to fight Jimmy Diaz. Canelo don't want to really fight nobody that. But I'm gonna make this statement about Canelo. The reason why people like Canelo is hurting the sport is because he's gonna be like Floyd Mayweather, but it's one thing that he's missing. He did not fight the level opposition as Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was 38 years old when he fought Canelo. Canelo was only 30, and he's acting like he's already been through Floyd Mayweather's phases. And you haven't. So that's a very big problem with the sport of boxing. And people want to talk about how good Canelo is, right? Yes, can he fight? Yes. I had him losing maybe two other fights, you know. But yeah, let's run through it. So Canelo, he fought Cotto at a catch weight. I believe Cotto that's the way anyway. Um, and this may not be the exact chronological order, but he fought some good opposition, but he always um, utilized it into his advantage. So let's go with Julio Cesar Chavez. We call him the weight drain. With the catch weight, the weight drain, Julio Cesar Chavez. We call Austin Trout. Canelo lost to Austin Trout. Canelo lost to Harris Lane Love. When Canelo went up to 168, instead of fighting Caleb Plant or somebody like Jimmy Diaz or whatever good opponent was at that level, instead he fought Rocky Silva. When he went up to 175, he had Arthur Benavidez, he had Demetrius Diggins. Those were the two elite, the better opponents. But instead, he wanted to wait till Kovalev, um, fought Anthony Yard, and then he wanted to fight him 4 to 6 weeks right after he just fought. Now, anybody knows when you're in boxing, you need a recovery time. So, Canelo used that as his advantage, even though I feel like the fight was fake. You know, Kovalev was winning that fight all the way up to, I want to say, about 11 rounds. And he was just winning off the jab. He wasn't throwing no power punches or anything. And then all of a sudden, Canelo knocked him out. Yeah, that was fluff. But Canelo fought. When Canelo wanted to fight Triple G, he initially wanted to fight Triple G at 154, but Triple G wasn't going for it because he was saying, "Nah, you can make 160 easy." I had him beating Triple G, but Triple G wasn't even all that. Because remember, Triple G had lost to Danny Jacobs. That was really the only fight that Triple G had that was a step up, but he lost. Just like he lost to Deverenchenko, but they gave Triple G the nod. So they end up fighting each other. I had Canelo winning, both fights actually. Some people say Triple G won, but I'm looking at how Canelo moved, and he's still moving like that. Because people want to say that it was Golden Boy, he was the reason he was fighting his opposition. Now we find out that Canelo is the one that actually dictates who he fights when he fights. So remember, he said he wasn't even going for undisputed at 168 until David Benavidez lost his belt on the scale. So all of a sudden, he petitioned for Yildirim for him to fight. I call him You Didn't. I don't even call him Yildirim. He don't even deserve a name to even. He don't even deserve to use his real name. Canelo fought You Didn't, and he basically obliterated him, like we all knew, because Canelo fought this guy, but he wasn't even a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? We already knew that he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight David Benavidez because he want the road to the easiest, path of trying to get the undisputed. So who is he supposed to be fighting next? Supposed to be fighting Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders just came out and said that he haven't really even started fighting yet, started camp. So we already know that what's going to be the outcome of that fight or whatever. Because in boxing, you just can't pick up where you left off, especially if your opposition is always in the gym. But let's go back. So we talk about at 154. Who did Canelo fight at 154? He decided that he wanted to fight Miguel Cotto, but it was so many other fighters in the 154 division: Jamal Charlo, Jamel Charlo, Demetrius Andrade. Right? He didn't want to fight none of them. So they followed him all the way up to 160. Jamal Charlo, I ain't gonna, like I say, man. People say Triple G, but I don't. Triple G is a hype job. Don't want to fight nobody. Demetrius Andrade, he don't want to fight none of them. He don't want to fight Caleb Plant. He don't want to fight David Benavidez. He don't want to fight Dimitri Bivol. He don't want to fight none of them. So why do we give Canelo GOAT status? Why do we even put him on pound for pound? Why do he even get away with these type of things? How is it people like Mauricio Suleiman allowing him to basically create his own deceiving resume? Because like I said, Danny Jacobs had to have a weight clause. Julio Cesar Chavez had to have a weight clause. Rocky Fielding had to have a weight clause. A lot of these people had to have a weight clause for his advantage. He wanted to weight drain them. So if he fought you at a disadvantage to where you're not at full strength. So, and we, like I said, we giving this guy GOAT status. No, Canelo get a lot of flack because they finally understand that this guy don't want to fight nobody. And I just saw on his pictures when he stated they all want a piece of me, but I'm not giving it to them. Like, bro, that's why the sport of boxing is such a dire shape right now. I wouldn't even be surprised if boxing don't even exist in the next 5 years, because don't nobody want to fight. And now it's starting to hurt the people, the promoters' bottom line. So now he wants to fight. He wants to fight. So as y'all can see, y'all looking at Canelo, fighting the journeyman, which I believe I can beat. You know what I'm saying? But Canelo, I believe he is padding his stats. Everybody say Canelo is he's the best thing since sliced bread. Can we start holding him to the same standard that we hold Floyd Mayweather? Remember, Floyd Mayweather was 38 years old, but y'all still wanted him to fight, the best competition out there. Y'all still wanted him to fight. Y'all wanted him to fight the hungriest lions. And then if he fought the Andre Bertos or he fought whoever it was, you guys had an issue with that. Can we have that same issue with Canelo Alvarez? Huh? Can we stop going at the legends that also have a problem with the way Canelo Alvarez is moving? Can we do that, please? Because you guys, the fans, are also hurting the sport. Because when they put together these trash events, y'all watch it. Not only that, you guys also pay for pay-per-view. Even though Canelo his pay-per-views and his viewership has dwindled like dramatically because people tired of him fighting fights that we already know he gonna win. When the last time, and please answer this, when was the last time Canelo Alvarez fought a 50-50 fight? He lost this fight against Austin Trout. But can you guys name to me when was the last time Canelo Alvarez fought a 50-50 fight when he went in there and you guys didn't know, you speculated that he would win, but you wasn't sure that he would win? When was the last time we seen those type of fights from Canelo Alvarez? I'll wait. Please tell me. When was the last time? You can't name it. Canelo has not fought a 50-50 fight. I want to say, even though he lost to Erislandy Lara and he lost to Austin Trout, but you're not getting a decision. You're not getting a decision when it comes to Canelo. Canelo Alvarez will always win a decision because nobody's gonna win against him. Even when Floyd Mayweather beat the dog living out of him, it was still a majority decision. Somebody gave that fight a draw. So we already know that you already down 3 rounds when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. So we know that you got to either knock him out or you got to literally win every round just to get a tie. You know what I'm saying? Like Canelo is a fighter. I ain't gonna say overrated, but I just feel like he's not held to the same standard as other fighters. So we should be pushing Canelo Alvarez. We should be pushing him just like we push Floyd Mayweather. He should be fighting Benavidez. He's in the 168 division. He should be fighting Caleb Plant. He's in the 168 division. He should be fighting any fighter that's good. You know what I'm saying? But he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. So I just want to know why you guys don't hold Canelo to the same standard as y'all did Floyd Mayweather. And then the other thing is, why do you guys make excuses when you got people like Jamal Charlo trying to fight him, and then y'all tell Jamal Charlo, who has he fought? He's trying to fight your favorite fighter. You saying who has he fought? If everybody keeps saying, oh, well, I ain't gonna fight you because who have you fought? Well, he's trying to fight you. And if he fights you, then the next opponent can say, who has you fought? He's trying to fight you. So if he get all the fights that he's trying to make, Jamal Charlo, Benavidez, which they're trying to push Jamal Charlo, who's not in the 168 division, on Benavidez, even though Jamal Charlo said what he said, but they're not pushing for Canelo to fight Benavidez. Why? Because they want Canelo Alvarez to basically become undisputed, in the most strategic way. Not fighting all the best fighters, but fighting certain fighters that he already feel comfortable fighting, for undisputed. And then he gets mad that people has an issue with him fight Yildirim. I mean, you didn't. How make that make sense? This man always fight the lesser of the opponents. And we're tired of it, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired. The state of boxing, we need to get this stuff right, man. But yeah, man, that's all. That's all I got for now. I'm tired. I believe that we should definitely hold all these fighters to the same standard and not just one. If y'all had a problem with Jamal Charlo fighting tomato cans, y'all should definitely still have a problem with y'all should still have a problem with Canelo fighting tomato cans. And then I see some YouTubers, they are very selective with who they decide to make sure they say she'll fight the best fights. You know what I'm saying? They say stuff like, "Oh well, Tank Davis, oh he good at talking. He's good at talking, but he don't make fights. Oh Jamal Charlo, he should fight Benavidez. Okay, when is y'all gonna hold Canelo to that same standard? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all don't want to see Canelo lose, I mean, y'all should tell him to retire. You feel what I'm saying? And quit trying to strategize his way to an undisputed. Now his resume looks good, but when you look at it, okay, Sugar Shane Mosley, old man. When you look at it, Austin Trout, he lost. Eric Lonnie Lauder, he lost. You can arguably say that it was a draw with him and Miguel Cotto. You can say he fought a welterweight in Amir Khan. He weight drained Cesar Chavez. He put a weight clause on Danny Jacobs. He tried to get Triple G to come to 154. He ducked Jamal Charlo and Jamel Charlo and Demetrius Andrade and went up after people saying that they didn't do nothing, right? After they said, "Oh, who has Charlo fought?" Nobody questioned when he fought Rocky Fielding. Who has Rocky Fielding fought? You feel me? So when people say stuff like, "Oh, well, Canelo earned his shot," Canelo didn't earn nothing. When he fought Floyd Mayweather, that man hasn't fought nobody before that. He did not deserve a Floyd Mayweather shot. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, since he's in the same position, right? And people saying that Charlo don't deserve a shot. Well, maybe he should give him a shot, just like Floyd Mayweather gave him a shot, and prove that he's actually the legit fighter that people claim and say that he is. Because all I see right now is Canelo fighting uh, tomato cans, and he's fighting people that he already know he can beat. And then my thoughts on Tank versus Burrells. I believe that, to me it don't matter due to the fact that because I've heard people get mad and upset at it, right? At the fight. Oh, he's being strategic. I seen Burrells. I think Tank is gonna knock him out because he's like pretty slow. But I think it's a good fight for him. He's undefeated. At least he's not doing what Canelo did. He's not waiting for somebody to lose. You know what I'm saying? Before they want to see him or look bad before he want to actually fight the opponent. But I think that would be a good fight. Did you see Eric Morales say Spence is pound for pound, not Canelo? Yeah, I seen that. That's what I was saying. And then you got a lot of people that's getting on Eric Morales because of him being honest. He's been honest. He's saying that Spence and Crawford are better technical fighters than Canelo, and they getting mad at him, and they trying to say that he's hating. But when you look at it, right, Spence is very technical sound. He's very strategic. He breaks you down. Crawford, he can fight southpaw and orthodox. You see what I'm saying? Canelo is a person, yeah, he got good, movement. Yes, he got good defense and he can punch. He got good combination. But Canelo, he can lose to a fighter like Jamal Charlo. You feel what I'm saying? Spence just has the good, and Terrence Crawford has the good. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that they do have better technical skills than Canelo Alvarez. Now, people saying that Canelo is more technical sound because of the opposition that he fights. So he looked very invincible. He looked like he can't be beat. You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely agree, you know, but a lot of people is getting on Eric Morales. They getting on Eric Morales basically because he's not on code. You know what I'm saying? So and he's a legend too. That's the one thing that we got to say. And then also, a lot of the legends is getting on Canelo Alvarez, and he's getting mad because they're not celebrating the fact that he that he just beat a tomato can. And I believe Eric Morales, if he come out of retirement, he'll beat you didn't either too. I mean, I call him you didn't because I can't believe, man, that Canelo ended up fighting this dude, man. But yeah, man, that's all I got for now, man. The next show that I got, I'm gonna definitely have my guy on here, you know, Micah P. Also, make sure y'all go, man. Check out them videos, man. You know, we give our time, we give our effort, man, to make sure that you guys, you know, get some content, some unbiased perspective. And, you know, it's definitely the future. I mean, I think y'all be here, man. Once y'all know all the stuff that we got in store, man, for y'all. So it ain't cap. It's all coming. It's all coming, man. Just wait on it, man. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's your guy Kenny Guru, man. I'm out.